Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some more Bisquick recipes. These are going to be 5 different dinner recipes. They are really good. My family all love them. They're pretty simple. They're all casserole dishes, so you just make them, put them in the oven, and they'll be ready to go in about 30 minutes. They're very simple, and your family will love them. So let's go get cooking. To start us off, I'm going to be making a chicken pot pie, and I'm going to be cutting up these 3 chicken breasts, and they're going to make about 3 cups of cooked chicken, and we're going to use this chicken for 2 meals, this meal and then the next one that I'll show you. Once we have all of our chicken cooked, we're going to get a 9x13 pan, and we're going to add in our mixed vegetables, which is about 2 cups of mixed vegetables. Then you'll add in 1.5 cups of chicken, and you'll stir it together, and then we will top it off with our can of cream of chicken soup. One thing I was contemplating doing, and I wish I would have done, is I wish I would have added a little bit of milk to this mixture. After it was all cooked, it was really thick, and I think it could have used about 1/2 cup of milk. So that's totally optional. In a small mixing bowl, I added 1 cup of Bisquick with our 1/2 cup of milk and 1 egg, and I stirred it up. Once it was completely stirred through, I went ahead and poured it over the chicken and vegetable mixture. I made sure that it was nice and even on top. And then I put it in the oven at 375 for about 25 to 30 minutes until it was lightly golden brown on top. And this is what it turned out like when it was done, and it was so delicious. Next, we're going to be making a chicken and broccoli pie. You're going to need about 1/2 cup of onion chopped up, and then about 1 to 1.5 cup of chicken. And as you can see, I'm just kind of making the pieces smaller. And then you'll need 2 cups of broccoli, and you'll just put this all in this pie plate or any other type of plate that you want to use, any type of casserole dish. This is just what I chose. And then I put in about 1 cup of cheddar cheese. I stirred that until it was all combined. And now in a separate mixing bowl, we're going to be adding 1/2 a cup of Bisquick, 1 cup of milk, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, 2 eggs, and we're just going to combine that until it is thoroughly stirred through. Now we're just going to pour that right on top of our broccoli and chicken mixture. I always like to make sure that I get everything out of the bowl. And then we're going to put another 1/2 cup of cheese on top, and then it will be ready for the oven. Goodness, it looks absolutely gorgeous. And after you put it in the oven at 400 degrees for about 35 to 40 minutes, this is what it's going to turn out to be. And it's really cheesy. If you like broccoli and cheese, this is going to be a good recipe for you. Next, we're making a green chili casserole, and out of all of these recipes, this was my husband's favorite recipe. So you're going to ground up 1 pound of beef with 1/2 an onion, and you're going to ground that up. Now that the beef and onions are thoroughly cooked through, I'm going to add in half a teaspoon of chili powder, a fourth a teaspoon of cumin, a fourth a teaspoon of salt, and just a little bit of pepper. It calls for an eighth of pepper, but I usually don't measure. Once I've added the seasonings, I'm going to go ahead and add in 1 can of green chilies. This is about 4 ounces of green chilies. And I'm just going to mix it through. And next I'm going to get my medium bowl and I'm going to add in 2 cups of Bisquick in with 1 cup of milk, 3 eggs. And I'm going to go ahead and just mix this until it's well combined. Now with that mixture, I'm just going to go ahead and put half of that on a 13 by 9 pan, and I'm going to mix it, make it even. I took about 1 cup of cheese, and I'm just spreading that over our Bisquick mixture, making that nice and even. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my beef mixture on top of that. I'm going to put all of it on top. Okay, and with my remaining 1 cup of cheese, I'm just going to sprinkle that over the beef mixture. And then I'm going to put the rest of our Bisquick mixture on top of that. And then it should be ready for the oven. So I baked this at 350 for about 30 to 35 minutes. And this is what it turned out to look like when it was all done. My husband loved the flavor of the green chilies in this, so if you guys love Mexican dishes, if you like green chilies, this is going to be a hit for you. Next we have chicken and dumplings. Now for this, my pan's already heated, and I'm just going to add in 1.5 cups of milk, and then 1 to 1.5 cups of mixed vegetables, and then 1 can of cream of chicken soup. As that's cooking, we're going to come over to the side and in a small bowl, we're going to mix 1/3 cup of milk with a little bit of paprika if you want, and 1 cup of Bisquick. We're going to mix it till it's well combined, and then we're actually going to scoop it up and put it in our vegetable mixture that we have on the stove. I just used a small spoon and I scooped up little spoonfuls into the pan like this, and they're just going to cook, And then in about 5 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and put the lid over it so that it can continue to cook. So here I'm going to go ahead and take off the lid, and I'm just kind of touch them just a little bit, poke at them just to make sure that they're thoroughly cooked through, and they are, so these are ready to eat. This meal only made enough for about 4 people, so if you have a bigger family, I would definitely double this recipe. I think the next time that we make it, we will definitely double it because it was really, really good, but probably could have used some more since we are a family of 6. Here's the final product. Everybody loved it. My daughter said that I used too much pepper, which I'm kind of known for, but other than that, it was really good. Next, we're making a taco bake. So first, I'm just going to dice up about half an onion. You want about a half a cup. And then I'm going to put that in with my beef mixture on the pot. Once my beef and onions are thoroughly cooked through, I put in 1 ounce of taco seasoning, or you can just put in a packet. And then I put in 1 can of tomato sauce, and then 1 can of corn, and then about a half a cup of black beans. Once it was stirred through, I went ahead and transferred it to my 9x13 pan. And then I went ahead and added 2 cups of shredded cheese. I think I used like a Fiesta blend on this one. And I just layered it until it was all even. In a small mixing bowl, I added 2 cups of Bisquick, 1 cup of milk, and 2 eggs. And I stirred it up until it was complete. And then I went ahead and poured that over my beef mixture, and with the spoon I just made sure it was even on top. I threw that in the oven at 325 for about 35 minutes, and this was the final product. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.